Hey everyone, it's Thursday. It's been a hectic week, but it's good to see everyone. I say as I look at a camera mounted on a salt shaker. I really need to get a better camera. But anyway, this week Alex asks, what's so great about being bigender? And where would we rather live? Cities, suburbs, rural, or out in the middle of nowhere in the countryside? Well, I think I'll do that one first. Because, well, we know how I get with rambling. So anyway, I have lived in Wichita, Kansas, which is considered a city. Well, when I lived there, it was, I think, just under 300,000 people. Um, it was okay. I didn't really like it that much because where I lived, I mean, when I lived with my sister, we were kind of in a suburb. Uh, and we lived quite a distance away from everything. I mean, walking distance, yeah, but it was a good walk. And then when I moved out from hers and moved into my college dorm, and then in with my first husband, um, we lived in a not so nice area of the city. So yeah, I didn't really like the city. I don't like living in the middle of cities anyway. I don't like tall buildings. I don't like crowds. Um, but I do like all the convenience. Uh, I've covered suburbs a bit. Living in a rural area. I was born and raised in a rural area. I lived in a little town. Well, I was raised in a little tiny town that was also called a city, but it wasn't. It was a town. Um, they just thought highly of themselves there, called St. Clair, Missouri. And we had, oh goodness, when I left St. Clair, there was about 5,000 people. When I was a little kid, there was a lot less than that, about 3,000, I think. But it was a small town. Um, and I mean, I was raised there, so I didn't know anything other than that situation. It wasn't all that great either. It had its good points, but it had its bad points, such as you couldn't get anywhere. You had to have a car. If I, mean, I walked during the summer. I walked from one side of town to the other just for something to do because there wasn't anything to do. So for me, rural towns are out. Um, in the middle of the countryside, I lived out in the country for a while with my first husband, and well, I loved the outdoors. But at the same time, I didn't like the isolation. I'm just not happy anywhere. However, that I wasn't happy anywhere in the States. Because, I mean, in the States, if you don't have well, the majority of the states, if you don't have a car, you're out of luck. Um, I mean, yeah, if you live in the big cities, Chicago, New York, areas like that, you've got a better public transportation system. But everywhere I lived, no transportation. Over here's completely different. Whether you live in a huge city, a small village, or a town like I do. I mean, Holton, Widnes, sorry. The Holton area has, goodness, it's population-wise, I'd say it's about the same as Wichita, Kansas was. Um, Big population, but it's great. It's got, I mean, show you where I live. I mean, I live in a housing estate owned by a housing association, and I mean, I can look out my living. I'm looking out my living room window right now, and there are trees, huge expanses of grass, lawns. Over this way, past some of the past houses and flats, there's a farmer's field with horses. So in England, the countryside is often right next to your city life and right next to your towns, which is cool. Also, here it's public transportation. I don't drive. I go everywhere, taxis, buses, trains. And it's wonderful, it's great. I can get anywhere I want to. Literally, I can go anywhere I want to. As long as I have money on me, from here I can walk to the bus stop, which is literally right behind my house. I can go into town. From there, I can get another bus to wherever I need to go. Or I can walk from here about half a mile or so, half a mile to a mile away. I think it's about half a mile. I can walk about half a mile to the nearest train station, and from there go anywhere in the country. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So I guess as far as that first question with me, it isn't city, suburbs, rural, or countryside. It's United States or England. Yeah. So I've rambled on about that for 7 minutes. So proper topic. What's so great about bigender? Well, being bigender has its hard things. I believe Sydney mentioned that. Has its hard things that are a pain in the neck, but has really good things. The best things for me about being bigender is I'm free to be myself. I don't have to worry too much about girls don't act this way. It's not ladylike. Or if you act this way and you're a guy, you're a sissy. I don't have to worry about that. I can act like a sissy. And everyone sees a girl. And I can act masculine. And I mean, people don't see a guy when they see me, but I can act masculine, no one bats an eye. At least not in front of me, not where I can see them. Being bigender, I mean, it's a freedom of sorts, because you don't have to act like someone you're not. You can just be yourself. I can go into both the men's and the women's sections of clothing stores and buy things in my size. I can try. It's funny because I actually did this it was in Burton's. I actually went into the shop in town, and they have on the first floor they've got the women's wear, and then on the second floor they've got the men's department. And I actually went into the women's department, tried on a few, picked out a few things, tried them on in the ladies' dressing room, and then went up to the men's department, grabbed a few things, and tried them on in the men's dressing room, and no one batted an eye. It was absolutely hilarious. I love it. Really, that's all I can think of. I'm actually drawing a blank. I guess I got all my rambling finished with the bonus question. But anyway, I'll let you go. I'm really looking forward to seeing what everyone else has to say. Alex, Sam, Bryn, we miss you, Bryn. And any video responses. We like video responses. I don't think we've gotten any yet, but don't be shy. If you got something to say and you got a camera and a YouTube account, feel free. Make up a video and respond to us. It's fun. And often it gets a really good conversation going back and forth. Yeah. So anyway, that's it for me this week. I'll be back over on my regular channel, Bigender Dragon, tomorrow for my weekly update. Catch you guys later. Bye.